Here we go. You look into me as if I have something to say. It's TGQ&A. Hey everybody, welcome to the Approximate Podcast. My name is Jamie French, and this is another episode of TGQ&A. Give me a second, gotta put up the old guitar there. And there we are. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I'm drinking coffee. I'm sucking on a vape like a douchebag. You doing the same thing? I don't recommend it. Let's see. Hey, we already got people in the chat room here on YouTube. Mito Med says greetings. Greetings, Mito Med. Yeah, let's everybody calm down and feel the room out while I gather up some questions. It has been 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Drink a little coffee there. And, yeah, I've been very, very busy. I've had weddings to go to and wedding receptions to go to and videos to compile and render. It's just been busy. And with everything that's been going on with, I don't know if you're paying attention to the news or not, with SESTA and FOSTA, and me being in the position that I am, making money the way that I do. Yeah, kind of dealing with that, and it's been a heavy couple weeks, but here we are, back at it, ready to answer some questions. Who else do we got? No, we got 4 people in the room watching. Everybody say hello before we get this thing on the road, because we have a very special thing to get to, and I can't wait. I'm super excited. This is going to be part questions and answers, and a little small segment of it is going to be a fucking unboxing video. But it's not what you think. It ain't a video game, and it ain't a box of hentai. It's something much, much worse. So, while people are coming in and out of the room and saying hi, I'm going to gather up my first batch of questions. We're going to start with emails, as per usual. And let's see here. This is very fitting. Yeah, I know the plan. We're going to start with the emails, and I'm going to let that kind of coast me into the unboxing portion of this episode. And you'll see. Okay, here we go. This is from Evelyn. Evelyn has several questions, and we're just going to start right here at the top. Number 1. Well, let me see if the intro is any good. Hi, Jamie. Evelyn here. Hope you are having a good day. I am. Indeed I am. I hope you're having a good day, too, in merry old England, down England way. I don't know what kind of accent it is supposed to be, but it's constantly morphing and turning into things. Okay, that's my real, for voice acting work. Everybody pay close attention and hire me for things. Don't ever do that. Okay, number 1 question. I have recently started work on my pedal board. Okay, so just for people I don't know, Evelyn is a longtime listener, longtime caller, and is a musician, bass player to be exact, and is saying that they have recently started work on their pedal board that has a bass wah-wah pedal, 2 delay pedals, 2 reverb pedals, a chorus, a phase shifter, a flanger, a preamp. Do I need to add anything else? Motherfucker, a partridge in a pear tree. I think you're fine. I think as a bass player, you have 97 pedals too many. Aren't you just in a little punk band? Throw upon all of that stuff and get a better rehearsal room. How about that? Contribute. Fucking bass players never pull their weight. I always feel that they're holding it down, never pulling any of it. Sons of bitches. Now you're doing fine. I don't know where you're using all that gear, unless you're playing like a wicked fucking solo right in the middle of the goddamn set. Otherwise, it sounds like a bunch of fun gear, I'll tell you that much, and it's great stuff to record with when you're experimenting on your little, I almost said 4-track like it's 1993. What a jerk-off old fucking cretin I am. But yeah, no, that sounds cool. Here's what you do. You know what? Here, I'm giving you a project. Evelyn, why don't you write me and I'm going to give you parameters to stick by, okay? It has to be a minute and a half long. It is not to exceed a minute and a half, but it is a minute and a half long bass solo that highlights each of these funky pedals that you got. So you got some homework to do. You're going to write a little piece, and throughout the thing, that it's going to be up to you how you do it. You can have all the pedals on at once, for like a grand finale. But at some point, at least once you take like 5 of those 19 pedals and just kind of let each one speak its piece, as it were. And you got a minute and a half to do it. And it has to be good. So, fuck you, get to work. Question number 2. Given that God is infinite, here, let me, I'm choking now. These questions. Motherfucker, gotta drink some coffee. Given that God is infinite and the universe is infinite, I guess the universe would have to be infinite to hold an infinite God, I suppose. Let's see, which came first, the universe or the God? I don't know. This is not a bit that's going anywhere, so I'm going to continue with the question. Would you like a Philly cheesesteak? Yes, I always would, regardless of gods, the size of their universe. Fuck a god, give me a cheesesteak. God, give me a cheesesteak. God doesn't exist. Still, a cheesesteak is to be had. There's never a bad time for a cheesesteak, and there's never not a good time for a cheesesteak. So chew on that, you and your God, and your universe with all of its size. Fill that fucker with cheesesteaks is what I say. That's the only kind of universe I want to live in. Number 3, have you given Frank Zappa a try yet? You know what? I'm a goddamn slouch. Here's the deal, Evelyn. You are going to write that bass thing, and here's my promise to you. I'm going to make a stupid little video that will be in the Approximate Podcast playlist here on YouTube, of me at least listening to at least segments of 5 different Frank Zappa songs. And you can put me to the test. Send me the title of 5 Frank Zappa songs. Are there any famous ones? It's only famous for the title is "Don't Eat the Yellow Snow." That one, the title I know, but he has 1,000,001 songs. So send me some weird, obscure shit. Send me some of your favorite stuff. I take it that Frank Zappa is very much like the Residents in that way, where there's a billion countless albums, a billion countless songs, variations of songs, demos. So it sounds like a real treasure chest of pretentious look what I like kind of rock. That's what it is, right? Anyway, I'm being a dick already. So educate me. Send me. I will record me listening to 5 things, and you know what? I will give a little synopsis of what I think. And see if we can't make that funny and or interesting. So to answer your question, no, I haven't, but we're going to fix that together like a team. It's going to be fantastic. Number 4, what is your favorite Tool song? God damn it, because I know I have one. And then when I say it, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, well, you picked that because the duh. But I still have to pick it because it literally is my favorite. It's fucking Hooker with a Penis. It's fucking Hooker with a Penis from Inema. And it's not because of the name, and it's not because I'm one of those. It is because there's something about that, the verse rhythm, that yeah, da da da, da da da. I'm gonna keep going till I get to the end. It just lunges at you. And it sounds, it's the sound equivalent of a monster that is hunching and hunkering and like hulking towards you. One of those words I made up and is not a real word. Maybe 2 of those words. But it's gonna get you. And that's what that song sounds like to me. Some kind of metal flesh behemoth is, I'm doomed and it's coming at me. And I just love the power of that. The song is, it's a kind of on the nose metaphor, Hooker with the Penis. It's about selling out in the music industry, or it's the lyrics are from the point of view of it's a discussion between a guy that says, "Oh, you fucking sold out, man," And then the singer and the band go, well, fuck you, man. Selling out's what it's all about, man. Yeah, we sell out every fucking seat in the arena, motherfucker. And they keep arguing back and forth. And I'm glad it doesn't sound like that little dialogue that I just gave you. It sounds like the scary monster I described just a few minutes hence. And so that is why it is my favorite song. It's a spooky, scary song that pumps me up and makes me want to punch all the things. Tool will do that to you. Okay, so, we have some people in the room now. Fortunately, that was the end of the questions, at least this batch of questions from Evelyn. So I'm going to just real quick, before we move to this special little segment, I'm going to take a look at the room here, see what we got. We have a person named Lookfinder in the chat room that says, J-O. I don't... Ho? Are you speaking Spanish? Is that ho? Did you forget how to spell job? Let's see. Mito Med says, where can great TS fans find trans girls to chat with? All over the internet now. It's 2018, motherfucker. Who isn't trans? You're talking to one. Bam. But seriously, Twitter, the grocery store, public library, Facebook, Pornhub. What do you want from me? Go talk to people. Go talk to people. Let's see. Brett Wendell in the room. Hey, Brett Wendell. Good to see you. Bass players are just lazy people looking for an easy lay. Yeah, but how easy can you get laid if you're a fucking bass player? I ought to know. I had to quit being in a band just to get laid. I'm a bass player. David Johnson's in the room. I don't know that I recognize you. I think you've been in here before, haven't you, David? Let's see. I'm worried about asking this question, but are you ready for Avengers Infinity War? Sir, I am 38 years old. I stopped my comic collection back in 1996. I think the last thing I ever bought was Spawn issue number 4, because that's the one that had the little coupon in it, and it was going to be worth $1 million someday, and now it's not. It's like $27, if that. I got ripped off. Todd McFarlane broke my heart. He sold me a bill of goods, and it just shat all over my comic book experience, so I don't fucks with comic book anything anymore. And yeah, I'm probably going to go see it on opening night. I mean, everybody else is going to be there. I might get laid. Let's see here. Lookfinder says, how are you? Well, Lookfinder, I am doing very well, especially because of this coffee. Give me just a second. I don't want to be rude and drink it into the mic. Hold on. That's great. Fuck yeah. Okay. Just an update just for everybody in the room or anybody that might be listening. Still sober. 2 months. Well, I think it's about 2 months now. This is coffee in this thing. No cigarettes. That hasn't been a thing since fucking Thanksgiving of this year. And doing great. Now, I know I got the little vape thing. I'm holding it up to the camera and waving it around. But it's a limited amount of nicotine. And I don't... This is... Honestly... on the shows is mostly when I smoke it, or use it, or whatever when I dial it in, however you say it for a fucking vape. But anyway, by the way, how does the picture look? I got a brand new camera for this whole setup, and I'm really pleased with the way everything looks. Super sharp. It's just one of the nicer Logitechs. I think it's the CS90. I can't really read it from here. The lights are shining in my eyes, but it's the $50 one with the nice widescreen view. I'm digging it. You just surround yourself with a couple of lights, some matching lights, and it seems to do the trick. I like it. Anyway, back to questions. We got one from... Oh, these are my favorite. I love that the YouTube chat rooms are starting to do this, or have been doing this for a little bit. Person named Slackboy has a question, but YouTube is hiding it. It's giving me an option to show or to hide the question. So I think only I can see the question right now, but I'm going to show it because I think what they do is they try to keep bad words or whatever at bay. So I'm just going to go ahead and show it, and it says... Nobody wants to fuck the bass player. Nobody wants to fuck the bass player. ever. Has there ever been a bass player that anybody wanted to fuck? I don't think anybody wants to fuck Claypool. Who the fuck is fucking Geddy Lee except his wife? He has a wife, right? He's Canadian. They're all wife having, polite having. I don't know where I'm going with that. Other bass players. Sting. Sting gets laid. Sting gets laid. Tantrically. But there's always an exception to the rule. Fuck Sting. Fuck bass players. Most of y'all aren't getting laid. Sting, give me a call. I want to know how you do it. Well, you be a handsome lad. That's what you do. You look good without a shirt on. Fucking Sting. Let's see. We got Look Finder says, Jamie, what's better, cats or dogs? Shit. You know, if you had asked me about fucking 2 years ago, I would have said kill all dogs. I was a motherfucker. I was fucking team cat all the way. Got a cat. Love a cat. Fucking love a cat. Self-sufficient. You know, they clean themselves. They feed themselves. If you run out of food, you could chuck them outside. They'll fucking go grab a lizard or something. They're fine. They rarely need you, you know. And when they do need you, it's nice because you can always take 2 or 3 minutes to pet a soft little kitty, and then it gets bored of you, and it fucks off. It's perfect. And then something happened in my brains about 2 years ago. I don't know what it was. There was no, like, magic physical moment or experience that I went through. But all of a sudden, dogs became an awesome thing. I just woke up one day, and I was like, fucking dogs. Yes, dogs. Dogs are the best. I need a dog. Can't have a dog. Apartment's too small. Probably eat my cat. Don't want that. That's for me. But I don't know. I can't decide between the two. I think with a big enough living space, you should have both. And if you have to pick one, play it pragmatic. Get a cat, because they're basically a rock with fuzz. Easy to take care of, low maintenance animals, and maybe what kind of dog. If I'm gonna get a dog, deciding between a little pit bull, I say little, medium size, I guess, dog, terrier pit bull mix. Prettiest fucking eyes I've ever seen on a creature's on a goddamn pit bull. Mesmerizing. Or I want a really, really smart dog. I want a Boston Terrier. Just a scrappy little guy that will go like fix breakfast for me and shit. That would be amazing. And then we have Look Finder, who also says, we're doing fucking phenomenal in the room tonight, guys. Thank you for your questions, by the way. Look Finder says, what you smoke? Okay, well, you know, it's these vapes is basically a miniature fog machine. So it's like a glycerol blend. So that's what I smoke. I smoke fog juice, essentially, and it just has some flavor and some nicotine in it. And the flavor is it's just some generic thing that they make at the place where I buy the juice in the back room. So who knows what the fuck's in it. But I am not dead yet. It's a berry blast, I think. It's just kind of fruity. We are what we smoke. And let's see. Slack Boy in the room says, have you used any amp matching software like Bias Amp? Yes, I have. And I don't personally have any of the gear here. But my really good buddy and my longtime musical confidant, a guy by the name of Eric Hunter, has all that stuff in his studio. So if I ever do need to use any of that kind of, I just go over to his place. But yeah, it's really, really neat stuff, and he's adept at using it. You know, I just vacation over there to look at all of his neat gadgets. I'm very bare bones here. I got what it takes to make a really kick-ass recording, but I go to him when I need to like really put the shine on something. Anyway, let's see. Look Finder says, okay. And Brett Wendell says, are your eyebrows tats? No. What you're seeing here, if my eyebrows look weird, it's just the remnants of, because I draw them on, I pluck them, and then I draw them on just to get a decent shape out of them. And I was walking around all day. For those that follow the Twitter accounts for me and the podcast. I've been trying to fill in the void of drinking with something healthy, like you do, and walking every day. Try to get about anywhere from 5 to 10 miles in, and I'm in Texas, and it's always either 20 degrees or 90 degrees. And today was a kind of a 90-degree day. So the eyebrows, they done a melt. And so what you're seeing is the remnants, which probably looks like a funky prison tattoo hovering over my orbital socket. So hope that answers your question there. Now we're going to skip ahead and get to this part that I have been waiting for. I wish I had a drum, or Ryan, my co-host, was here so he could do a drum roll. But let me really quick take a sip of my coffee because this is going to be neat. Hold on. Just hang tight. All right. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, so I got this box in the mail a little over 2 weeks ago. Got a little makeshift table here. Okay, so I get this box, and wouldn't you know it, it is from our good friend Evelyn, who, again, is from merry old England. Check that out. That is a box that a fan of the show sent me from over an ocean. That's amazing. Yeah. Stephanie in the background. She's, what's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, you know what? I bet there's some amazing stuff in this box. I know ahead of time, but because you see, I've obviously opened it. But this comes from, I won't say any addresses or anything, but it comes, this is a lot of confusing stuff. Essentially, it comes from England. So let's just, let's open her here and see what we got. First thing we got is a letter. Got to read the letter. Start there. And it says, hey, Jamie. Jamma. What the fuck is wrong with my mouth? Hiya, Jamie. Evelyn here. Hope you enjoy what I put in this box. Oh, yeah. But we'll get there. These are things I would grab while at the news agents. I guess that's English for newsstand, I imagine. Or maybe that's what they call convenience stores. I'm an idiot. I don't know nothing. Again, I have to say, thank you. I love that. Yours, Evelyn. And that's awesome. And it doesn't stop there. There's some kick-ass little pictures. And I don't know if this is going to show up on camera. But she drew a little picture. She says, I did think of drawing a picture of you, but as you can see, I'm not that good. So I drew the back of your sofa with corn dog on it. Hope that will do. Corn dog, of course, is the name of my cat. And I love this. I'm going to incorporate this somehow into our logo. But she fucking drew the back of my couch. I'm going to see if I can get that on there. With the camera and the gear and the computer screen and the light facing me. This is like our bird's eye view from this side of the show. With fucking corn dog's cat or tail sticking out of the fucking. That's fucking awesome. I love that. That's love. That's fucking love, and I love it. And we're gonna do something with that. And then Evelyn also drew a picture of herself. Let's see. It says this is how I something when. Oh, this is how I look when I'm thinking of things to ask. And drew a little picture of herself, just kind of, because Evelyn, fucking bless her, every week with the questions. You know, sometimes we wouldn't have a show without Evelyn, and that's fucking serious, and that's why this box means so much. So let's actually get into the box and see what kind of awesome things we have before I do the grand revealing of whatever's in here. I'm going to go back to the room real quick, see where we stand. Let's see. We got Look Finder making a happy face. We got Brett Wendell said, oh, no, okay, we got past the tattoo part. It looked like there was more questions in here. Sorry. And then Slackboy this is my fault that you're late to the fight, but says hopefully Gwyneth Paltrow's head. You know, I couldn't agree more. I wish that what was in the box was fucking Gwyneth Paltrow's head. Wouldn't that be a treat for all? Instead, it's a bunch of fucking treats for me from England Way. First thing that we got in the box is fucking bacon flavor fries. Is that a thing that you guys, you have the most awesome thing? Bacon flavor, like you think this would be an American invention, a confection of sorts, a bacon flavored cereal snack. I just imagine I think it doesn't mean cereal. It just means, okay, I know what that means. It's fucking bacon flavored junk food, and it's awesome. It's chips, but it's not chips. It's chips in England is fries. So these are fries. It says fries. Ah, God, I'm an idiot because I'm so excited. This is making me stupid with giddiness. Okay, so I'm gonna put these down. The bacon flavored fries. That is insanity. And it's tiny, too. Are these, like, really rich or something? Or is this, like, for a kid's school lunch? I don't know. But I think it's amazing. And I'm probably just going to set that on a shelf somewhere. Hold on. This is cool. This is what I assume is legitimate, real Cadbury chocolate. But England's Cadbury chocolate. We have Cadbury chocolate here in the States, but I think it's made here in the States using a slightly different formula, and this is supposed to be the shit, like official Cadbury chocolate. And I got 2 bars in here. They look like fucking Wonka bars. That's already magic. You can't beat that. It says 1 pound on the motherfucking thing. They're still using pounds on the fucking chocolate. That's awesome. It's not a pound of chocolate, but it's hefty. There's some heft to this motherfucker. Now, it's Cadbury dairy milk chocolate, but mixed with a thing called Dame, which to me looks like it's probably a Heath bar or something like that. I don't know if you can see it. And then there's another kind of matching bar of Cadbury chocolate, which is pretty much the same thing, but this one is Oreo flavored. Didn't know you guys had Oreos over there. That's awesome. Or at least that they were called Oreos. I know we got a lot of the same shit on both sides of the pond, but we use different names sometimes. Well, that is just amazing. And fucking Oreo, what do they call it? Cookies and cream? Ice cream? That's my favorite ice cream. That's fucking Oreo ice cream. So I'm gonna love this. Thank you so much. Okay, I can't wait to see what some actual fucking real Cadbury chocolate tastes like. Now, we got some weird stuff in here. Okay, so this is from Nestle. It's some more junk food, which is amazing. Thank you. Yorkie man-sized buttons. They're man-sized. I don't even know if I'm allowed to eat these. But it looks like I'm feeling one in here. Are they cookie-type chocolate roundies? I don't know. But the mystery it's just begging me forward. Let's see. No, it doesn't really give up its secrets. It's just round chocolate things. It could be pure chocolate for all I know. But they look like they're like cookie covered in chocolate. I don't know. But that's fucking awesome. And they're man-sized buttons. They will fit your men. Let's see. Oh, and then we got chips here. Or see, I gotta keep saying it right. Not chips. Fries, I guess. These are Mega Monster Munch. And that kind of looks like is that a Blue Meanie? That's not really a Blue Meanie, but it's kind of like one from the Beatles. It looks like a very European drawing mascot. It's because they don't know how to draw over there. Monster Munch, Mega Monster Munch, and these look like it says Mighty Bites of Flamin' Hot Flavor Baked Corn Snack. That is amazing. And there's other little monsters on the back here too. That's fucking rad. So now we got a full palette of flavors. We got our chocolates. We got our bacon. We got bacon and chocolate and hot. This is almost all the food groups. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Yes, there is. This is the piece de résistance. This is Gumball from The Amazing Gumball, my favorite cartoon ever, and it's made in England. And this is a Happy Meal toy, And this is the main character. This is the actual Gumball hero, the main guy. I'm going to open this up. I have to open this up. This is fan-fucking-tastic. Ah, that is awesome. It's a little, I guess it's a keychain. Yeah, it's just a little bobblehead guy. And it's fucking Gumball. This is my most favorite thing ever. Doesn't do much, but he doesn't need to. All he has to do is fucking hang out. And he has a little thing that I can, I am going to keep him on this mic stand forever. Let's see if I can open it up and, is that facing the camera? Motherfucker, it was meant to be. Fucking Gumball. This is always going to stay here, Evelyn, in some way or fashion. I mean, sometimes I adjust this poll, but this is goddamn fantastic. Thank you so much. Fucking Gumball. I couldn't be happier. This is like a Christmas for me. This is awesome. Okay, dude. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. This is a fucking treat. I think we're gonna. Man. Okay, well, we're at 30 minutes. So I think maybe a good thing to do is to end this on some Curious Cat questions. That's the little website where people just throw, some people, I mean, I get the emails, but for some reason, the Curious Cat thing, because I do a lot of talking on Twitter, is just more readily available for folks. So I get a lot of questions over there. It's just kind of a nice big question dump, mostly from anonymous people, which kind of makes it double fun. Corn Dog, hold on. I'm just going to grab my cat real quick. It says it's still streaming. I'm just going to pretend that it is. And if it's not, I will fix it somehow later. But here we go. I'm just going to pull up Curious Cat real quick. I don't know how much of that is lost. It looks like I'm back on. But the rub is we're going straight to Curious Cat, so we can get some questions here. Sorry for that little meltdown in the tech. But away we go, hopefully. And questions. Here we are. Okay, so right to it. Anonymous asks, I'm just going from the top of the list down. Do you accept Stalin as our Lord and Savior? Does he have cheesesteaks? Yeah. She wants out. She's gonna go get us some dinner, so she needs to be let out. Post haste. Chop chop. And away we go. Get her out. She's got to keep yelling. But yeah, have cheesesteaks, will accept saviors. And then another question from Anonymous says, but why clowns? Okay, well, that's going to take a little bit of explaining. This is a fresh question because as of this broadcast, this has to do with something that happened a little earlier today. Posting pictures from my back catalog, just feeling in a mood, just want to get some images out there and have fun. And I picked some old pictures from a set I did back, I want to say maybe 2012, if not a little bit earlier, where I spent a whole bunch of money on a very colorful latex getup, a bunch of face paint, hair extensions, a green screen, all kinds of things, boots, you name it. And I did this very elaborate photo shoot as a quote unquote sexy clown, and I love that set just because it's visually striking. My good friend photographer, Mr. Devious, a guy named Matt Oldfield out of Dallas, amazing photographer, helped me do that, and just aesthetically, it pleases my eye. I got what I wanted out of it. I didn't know if it was going to turn out okay. But the other thing I love about it is how polarizing it is. People hate it. But why a clown? Why not a clown? I'm the kind of person that, I say, I'll try anything twice. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So if that means, one day I get a fucking thing up my butt about wanting to do a clown, I'll do the clown thing and see what happens. And I did, and I was pleased with it. And if it bugs you, I'm doubly pleased with it. That's the extent of my trolling. I'm very harmless. Let's see. Oh, Anonymous asks, when did you tried panties for the first time? I don't think I ever did. Um, I lived in a household full of sisters, mom. Yeah, there was always aunts and grandmas and shit. There was plenty of people's panties around, but like that was if I was gonna fuck with panties, it was all family panties. You ain't gonna fuck with family panties. So the closest I got to experimenting with panties of any sort was around the age of maybe 15. I started shoplifting leggings. Um, uh, Pantyhose was as close as I got, but I didn't fucking own an actual pair of panties until I don't know, maybe my mid 20s. Because I always liked the underwear that I had. I just wore really tight, form fitting, like colorful, just briefs. And those got the job done. So I didn't think too much about it. You know, my dysphoria did not hinge on what kind of clothes I had. You know, I'd buy clothes I like, but for like um, pragmatic wear, you know, just underwear, stuff that keeps everything in line, nobody was going to see it. So I don't care. It's functional. So I didn't start fucking with panties until, you know, kind of early adulthood. I hope that answers your question there. Let's see, where are we on time? 37 minutes? Not too bad. We'll do two more. We'll do two more, and I'll play us out on a song. I'll check out some of the folks in the room. What is the longest road trip you have taken in a car? Uh, like literally going coast to coast in the early days during my parents' divorce with my dad. He loved California, but all of our family was in Maryland. And during one of these custody swaps, we had to basically move from California to, and so we took a car because we were hauling all of our crap. And that was probably the longest. I mean, it felt like we were, as a kid, it felt like we were on the road for, you know, like a month. It was only like 3 or 4 days. Um, but my dad swears up and down he's made the trip on his own when there weren't kids in the car in 24 hours. I still don't buy it. But he's very enthusiastic that he did. Um, the longest trip I've ever made was, geez, I guess just from here to LA, maybe here to DC. I think might be a longer trip. I'm not quite sure. No, wrong. It was driving from Boston to Dallas. That's the longest trip I ever did, and that was back in 2012. I was bringing an old girlfriend of mine, a girl named Tiffany Starr, from uh, Boston down to Dallas, and yeah, and I think that took us maybe. We were hauling a bunch of stuff, so we were trying to play it safe, and I think it took about 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 days. So yeah. Let's do one more because I want to save some of these for next week. And just guys, keep piling them on. I don't care what kind of question it is. We're here to answer them. So the last question from Curious Cat is going to be, have you ever danced with yourself or in the dark like those classic songs says? Oh, when like my roommate isn't around, not because I'm shy to dance in front of my roommate, but because usually if she's gone, it's usually indicative that there's not a whole lot of shit going on. And so I'm probably just cranking music and fucking around anyway. Do a lot of dancing, love to go out to dance, love to in any form, like to strip dance, like to run around the pole, like to just go out to a club and find a room with a good, I don't know if it's just like those songs say, but approximately. So we're gonna see if there's anybody left in the room. And it looks like there are, and there's any questions there. Let's see. It looks like I missed some. Okay, people saying we went away and that I'm back now. Yes, it looks like things are okay. Hey Jamie, you know wise words? I don't know what that means. Wellsworst? What is, just real quick, Look Finder, if you're still in the room, what is a Wellsworst? And I don't know of them. Is it a person? Is it a thing? Um, should I Google it and bore everybody to tears while I just type stuff into a computer silently forever? I think what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna play us out with a little theme song, and we will see you guys next week. And maybe I can find out what a Wellsworst is and answer you then. So let's see what we got here. The answer. All right. Lyrics. What do we got? They asked me some questions. It was a good day. Some of those questions sucks, but hey, it's TGQ&A. All right, good night, everybody. See you later.